Okay, so your vocal sounds a little too mono and you're trying to figure out how to get them wider without them sounding like crap. I have 3 methods that I'm going to show you that work, and I use them on the daily. Let's check it out. So the first thing that we need to do is just listen to the vocal that we have. So let's check that out.
Tú no eras así, pero no cambies. Es que así me gustas más. Esa versión de ti no conoce nadie. Angelita, pero endemonia.
Yeah, so you can hear in this, it's very mono. It's very clean. The recording sounds super good. But we are going to use our first method to try to get these vocals wider. This first method, we're going to actually create an aux track. So what we're going to do is go up here to new track, the top of Pro Tools. We're going to do a stereo aux input, and we're just going to name this wide. There it is right there. So we've got this wide aux track right here. And what we're going to want to do is put a stereo width plugin on there. I'm going to use the Waves doubler just because that's what a lot of people have. So we're going to go to doubler, and I'll show you 2 other plugins I like to use in this video, but we'll go to Waves doubler. And here on the doubler, you've got these 3 dots. Okay, these 3 dots represent your middle signal and your side signals. So what we're going to do is actually take out the direct signal right here. So you're just leaving the sides. And we're going to send that information to the track. I'm going to show you how to do that now. We're going to create a input for this, which is going to be a bus. We're just going to select any open bus. We'll just do bus 24, and for organization we will just name it wide as well. I'm going to route this to my mix bus just because that's where I have everything going to. You might have everything going to your stereo output. So now we have this wide right here. We're going to actually put this on. You can either put it on your actual track, or you could put it on your vocal bus. In this case, I have this routed to a lead bus, so I'm just going to put this on my vocal bus. It doesn't matter what you put it on, but just know if you put it on your bus, whatever's routed to that bus, it's going to affect everything. So we're going here, we're going to select wide, and this is just going to be personal preference. You're going to bring it up, and what that's doing is mixing the signal into the original vocal take. So it's going to make it feel wider. And here on your doubler, you've got an EQ right here, where if you feel like there's too much high end, you could just bring this down or adjust the lows, however you want to do it. I'm going to leave them just normal for the sake of the video. And we are going to listen to the vocal, and I'm going to bring it up, and you can hear what it is doing.
Tú no eras así, pero no cambies. Es que así me gustas más. Esa versión de ti no conoce nadie. Angelita, pero endemonia. Todos piensan que ella es vulnerable, pero solo me busca underwater. Ella pide permiso a su madre, que con la amiga ya se va a quedar.
So you can hear that the signal definitely got wider. It does have this little chorusy feel to it, which is great. It sounds cool in my opinion. You want to be careful using it and just not going too high, especially if you're wanting the vocal to still sound natural. But use it very subtly, unless you're just going for that effect, which is totally okay. There's no wrong or right in mixing. But so that's going to be the first way that we get our vocals wider. So the other way that we could do this is actually putting our stereo widening plugin on the track or on the bus. Once again, like I said on the past method, if you put something on the bus, it's going to affect everything that's routed to that bus. So for this method, I'm just going to put it on the actual track that we're wanting to affect. All right, so we are here with our track once again, and I'm going to show you a couple of plugins that I personally like to use. The first one is our Avox Duo by Antares, same company that makes Auto-Tune. This is a super wide plugin. I'll use this on a lot of dubs and doubles and tracks like that. We've got that, and then we've got our Side Widener. Side Widener is a dope plugin made by JST, and you can see there's a width knob right here on how wide. This almost goes like full 360, which is crazy, but this is showing how wide. And then we've got our Ozone Imager, which is a little more detailed, where you can pick certain frequencies that you're wanting to actually widen without widening the whole signal. And so we're trying to keep that direct signal and basically just bring up the sides. So in this one, we're going to leave the direct signal how it is. And the voice 1 and 2 right here, where there's a gain, you can highlight both like this, and you can move these together. And what we'll do is pretty much just bring it down like this. And you can see it's just getting a little bit of side information. And what we'll do is just bring it up until we think it sounds good. And then I'll even show you what the Side Widener and the Duo sound like. But we'll start with this. And let's just play it and see how it sounds.
Tú no eras así, pero no cambies. Es que así me gustas más. Esa versión de ti no conoce nadie. Angelita pero endemonia. Todos piensan que ella es vulnerable, pero solo me busca underwater. Ella pide permiso a su madre, que con la amiga ya se va a quedar.
All right, so as you can see, I brought the gain down, and you could tell that it was just super mono, and as I brought it up, the vocal was getting wider. And then you saw me messing with this direct signal, where if you bring it down, it completely just keeps the sides and there's nothing in the middle. And so you can kind of play with that. Sometimes I bring the direct down a little bit and the sides out, just depending on the song and what I'm wanting to do with. Maybe I'm just doing it on the hook, where I'm wanting the hook wider and keeping the vocals, or keeping the lead vocals straight down the middle. However you want to do it. Let me show you this Avox Duo real quick. I'm going to let you hear how wide this makes the vocal, and then I'll play with the pan real quick.
Tú no eras así, pero no cambies. Es que así me gustas más. Esa versión de ti no conoce nadie. Angelita pero endemonia. Todos piensan que ella es vulnerable, pero solo me busca underwater. Ella pide permiso a su madre, que con la amiga ya se va a quedar.
So it sounds a little bit weird. That's why I don't use it on a kind of like trying to get any, direct information. I'm always using it to just get complete side information on, dubs or doubles or something like that. So we've got that one, and then we've got this Side Widener that sounds pretty cool. And this is a dope one. We can start down the middle and just bring it wide, and I'm just going to let you hear how that sounds.
Tú no eras así, pero no cambies. Es que así me gustas más. Esa versión de ti no conoce nadie. Angelita pero endemonia. Todos piensan que ella es vulnerable, pero solo me busca underwater. Ella pide permiso a su madre, que con la amiga ya se va a quedar.
So this one sounds a lot better. Down the middle, it sounds just like your straight mono signal that you're getting, and as you widen it, it just gets wider. You could use this tone knob for a little bit of saturation, or you can use the output knob to kind of adjust the volume of the signal. So our last method is a little bit like the first one, but what we're going to do is copy down the vocal, and then we're going to use it in parallel, put a doubler on it, and blend the signal back into the original vocal. So let's try that. What we'll do is just copy down the vocal. We got it here. We'll turn the volume all the way down on this track, and you could name it like double or something. Got to be organized. we're going to put this doubler 2 on there. And you see we're working a lot with the doubler. The doubler is amazing. We're going to take out the direct signal. We're going to bring this gain all the way up on these 2 other voices. And we will play it. And what we'll do is take the fader right here and just bring it up and blend it into our original vocal. So let's hear it.
Tú no eras así, pero no cambies. Es que así me gustas más. Esa versión de ti no conoce nadie. Angelita pero endemonia. Todos piensan que ella es vulnerable, pero solo me busca underwater. Ella pide permiso a su madre, que con la amiga ya se va a quedar.
All right, so sounded good. I wanted to play the music for y'all a little bit just so you could get a feel, but sounds great. So you pretty much just blend it in. Blend it in how much you want. All of this is personal preference. So make sure that you're just doing what you like to do. Do what you think sounds good. You'll learn over time and you'll get better with it. So with that being said, those are 3 techniques that I like to use. There's a bunch of ways you could do it. Please let me know. Let me know in the comments if you've got a vocal widening technique that you would like to share with me or with anyone. I would love to go try it. And while we're here, man, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share the video, because it goes a long way in helping me keep doing what I love to do and keep helping y'all learn. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. Peace.